Hello, everyone. My name is Rose. It's a pleasure to see you all here tonight. And apparently, my camera is not going to behave. Okay.
Because it's
Hello,
Friday
my
and
name is
technology.
Sar. And hello, my name is Sar, or Neil, and I'm the DM. And tonight we're going to have a hectic little bullshittery setup of what the hell just happened, I'm sure. And it'll have nothing to do with the game, it'll just be the setup. Um, we
Accurate.
are in Arkarthus today. Uh, we're down one player, but, it happens. Tash been able to return for this session. I don't remember if you were here for the last one.
No.
I think it was
I
the last
was
one you
for the
missed.
last one of this
Oh, you
one.
were for the last one? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It wasn't. Oh, the last one. Yeah, but it wasn't the last one for this
No.
game, I think. Yeah. Okay. I get it. I know where we are. Don't believe me. I'm lying.
You're a lion. You're a
Oh,
player.
pardon me.
Yes, Papa. Yes, you are.
All right. So we are in Arkarthus. Everyone has had a nice rest. You can have a long rest in this case.
Oh, shit, I did not do that.
In case you were missing it, because I don't remember where we were last, so I'm just going to start it fresh, a sort of thing, right? You were as far as I remember, you were at a tavern or inn, but I might be wrong.
We.
If I was about to say, I think we was actually inside of a we just came back from the Thorns place after getting
from
our stuff.
We're at the inn.
Yes, ready in.
All right, so you made it back from the vault that you had access to. Rose's character is still kind of confused by that clerk that you saw. There's something about her that just feels off, but you can't place it. You can't put your finger on it.
Ahoy!
But other than that, the day has been productive. You guys accomplished a few things. Now you are currently enjoying a hot pot.
Ooh.
Hell yeah, hot pod.
This one has a lot of like seafood style stuff. So you see some tentacled things, you see some slimy things, you see some mushroom things. But there's a good selection of stuff you could have. A quite enjoyable hot pot.
Sounds like a very concerning amount of stuff.
You find it even more concerning that one of the people that works in the kitchen happens to have tentacles for a face.
Yes, I will.
They're serving tentacle food, and you're like,
I don't want to know what's on
different color skin. That's all you needed to know.
Yeah, Clara's definitely loading up on seafood and meat and weird looking mushrooms.
You put a bunch of things in there, you throw it into your little hot pot. A few minutes later, you pull it onto your plate, it's steaming. You see some shellfish of some sort. There's a couple of sauces, there's a couple of things you could sprinkle over it. You're thinking like bonito flakes, chili flakes, salt, pepper type equivalents, something sweet, something spicy, something like other flavors. There's an umami to it. And it's quite an enjoyable meal, actually. All of you can have one heroic inspiration.
Woo!
Alright. Corn doesn't know what it is. He knows it's cabbage, but it smells a little funky. Kimchi.
Underdark kimchi. Who knows what it's made out of?
Right. That's the thing, though. Kimchi. The only thing that's the thing, though, is kimchi can be made out of everything.
Exactly.
If you're not getting other flavors out of one of Neo's games, then you're not playing one of his games. This is the
What's wrong with flavors? What's wrong with flavors? I like describing flavors, You eat that, you take a sip of that.
Other flavors concerning.
Potions sometimes have different flavors too. Could you imagine drinking your healing potion and getting a habanero shot?
Oh God!
Yes.
You're like suddenly you feel that burn from the inside, and you go as your body heals, and you're like, I feel strangely good after that scream.
No, thank you.
Sometimes screaming makes you feel better.
Exactly.
But yeah, Lyra will actually eat it, which I think this is the first time Cara's seen her willingly eat seafood of any kind.
Cool.
Quar just like chomp.
I need Quar and I need Rose and Natasha to both pick high or low.
Low.
Yeah, I'll go low.
Spicy.
Right. So Tasha.
Spicy.
Rose,
Yes.
first Rose, and then Tasha. Tell me, what do you think this tastes like?
Takoyaki.
Okay,
For
and
some
Tasha,
reason.
what do you think? What do you think? What Rose is eating tastes like?
Calamari.
That's what I would think more of.
Yeah, it's kind of a calamari takoyaki type combo in this. There's a little bit of a bread ball, the tentacles sticking out of it. And Quar, you notice the weirdest thing. As she's moving it towards her mouth to eat it, the tentacle suddenly twitches and kind of like taps her on the cheek for a second. And then as she's swallowing it, it kind of has to be pulled off a little bit for her to ingest it fully. And it's just like, it tries to pull itself out of her mouth, basically.
Oh, it's that dish where the tentacles are still alive.
She doesn't, however, seem bothered by it in the least. In fact, she's got a satisfied look on her face, unlike her player.
Quar goes, you like it's still moving.
Raw and wriggling.
That is very foul. Roswyn just kind of looks and goes like, it's very foul.
Well, have you
Quar goes, well, some people just are like that with their steak too. Just knock the horns off the cow, wipe its ass, put it on the plate.
Walk that thing over here and cut off what I want and at the rest home.
Fudge.
Dennis Leary.
She looks to Roswyn and goes, clearly you haven't had much Underdark food. This isn't out of the ordinary. This is actually a delicacy down here.
I prefer mine unmoving.
Where's the fun in that?
Fun of not fighting.
The fight is half the joy. By the way, Quar, this is Roswyn and introduce CT's character. Who's currently on robot mode. Because Quar wasn't with them at the time.
Quar was not with them at the time. Quar, you've been introduced to new party members.
One that looks
Quar's slightly confused at first, but then was like, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's like, and then he's all like, oh, they're with us. Okay, they're cool.
The more the merrier, and that means that equal shares on paying for lunch.
Exactly.
I will say, when it comes to Roswyn, you will note that not only is he still having his hood on, but since Tasha doesn't know this, he also seems to have a bandage over his eyes. You can't tell for sure if it's like blind or what, but you just know he has a bandage over his eyes. Both of them.
Huh.
Roswyn's a bit annoying, Quar, but he gets the job done.
Quar goes, no worries. And he'll extend a hand to Roswyn and goes, name's Quar. And he's got very large hands because he's a very large man.
Large turtle.
Roswyn just kind of like tilts his head down slightly over to the side, nods his head and go, Roswyn.
Pleasure.
Everyone, please roll me a perception check.
Alrighty.
That way people can see what others' characters look like properly.
I could have put my portrait up, you know? Quar, you blind bastard.
I love how the two one that's a jar and one that looks like a jar are like, bitch please. Quar's like,
Yeah.
the all nodding, nom 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 nom.
Pretty much.